All right, good morning, good morning. Thank you guys so much for joining. Today is December 10th, 2024, and it is a Tuesday morning. We just had the morning opening bell here at 8:30. And I do want to point out that today I have a bearish daily bias, right? So here, based on this daily candle, based on this black candle right here, this down close candle, I can anticipate for us to take out previous day low. And the reason being is fairly simple. Are we most likely going to take out, or let me ask you this, is this blue line closer? Is this blue line closer to the red line or the green line here? Just objectively speaking. Objectively speaking, we are closer to the blue, or the blue line is closer to the red line. That means for me, coming into today, I want to see prices take out this red line here for my daily bias, right? So if we are looking for short setups here, if we're bearish for the next daily candle, that means I want to be a seller above the daily open. And the daily open is you could trade it based off of the midnight opening price, or you could trade that based off of the open at 6 p.m. Eastern time, right? So this 21,468 is the midnight opening price, and the opening price for at 6 p.m. is, I believe it is right here. So it's going to be at that blue line, which is about 21,480. But yeah, today I am anticipating, for the daily buys at least, for the daily buys, I am anticipating lower prices. I want to see us take out previous day low first. But one thing that I do want to point out here is that ES here actually has taken out its daily low already. So there is actually a SMT between ES and NQ. That to me, that could be our very, we don't need to see us take out previous day low anymore on NQ because ES has taken out its previous day low. So there's SMT there. And SMT will always be the cause of a swing high or swing low. So, I mean, who knows? We could end up not even trading back into previous day low. But that all depends on if we disrespect these 4-hour, 6-hour, 8-hour, and 10-hour fair value gaps. Another thing that I do want to note is that because it is fine for me to have a bearish daily bias, but that's not going to stop me from trading longs, right? So if you guys take a look at the 4-hour time frame, so the 4-hour time frame and the 8-hour time frame, those two candles are going to close in about 26 minutes or so, meaning that we are going to have another objective, right? Because every single candle has an objective. So based on the 8-hour and the 4-hour candles, how they close, that will give me my morning objective. So if my morning objective here, let's just say the 8-hour candle closes right now, right? So based on this candle, I can anticipate, if you apply the same knowledge or the same concept as I did with the daily candle, if you apply that same concept with the 8-hour candle, are we going to take out the 8-hour candles high, or will we take out the 8-hour candles low? Based on how we close, objectively speaking, we are most likely going to take out the 8-hour candles high. So that means I can trade longs, but I have to understand that that's only for the 8 hour time frame. So after we take out that 8 hour high or the 4 hour high, I'm not going to shoot for, I'm not going to take this trade thinking that we're going to target, previous day high. You have to understand narrative. And the narrative is, like I said, the daily narrative is telling us that we want to see lower prices, but there's SMT with ES. So, we could end up not taking out previous day low, but that will show whenever we disrespect these fair value gaps. And another thing that I do want to mention, there's a swing high right here, swing high, and there's a swing low. From a swing high to swing low, you can use the dealing ranges, right? From that swing, a swing high and a swing low creates a dealing range, and from the dealing range, you can draw up the premium to discount levels, right? So, according to this swing high and according to the swing low, equilibrium is just about at 21,542. So that's basically considered the equilibrium. So where premium and discount interacts or intersects, or that basically divides premium and discount. And whenever prices is trading higher, right, it's always going to be seeking for a premium. You always want to be selling in premium, or you always want to be buying in discount. And in this case, because the 8 hour candle and the 4 hour candle is already suggesting higher prices, is there another reason for prices to be trading higher? So this is going to be the concept, or my understanding of a higher time frame objective, right? So not only are we aligning ourselves with the current hour or the current candle's objective, but we are also trying to find another reason why prices should go higher. And that other reason is that prices wants to seek out premium, right? Prices always wants to seek out premium or discount. And in this case, the reason why we're going higher here is because we want to seek premium. You want to see prices trade up into premium for the sellers to, sell at a premium. Do you want to be selling to a seller, or do you want to be selling to a customer at a lower price or a high price? And with that logic, you want to always be selling with the high price, right? So here in this dealing range, like I said, premium level is at 21,543. So we have about 22 minutes or so to see how we close there at that 8 hour candle. But for right now, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna sit out the first 30 minutes of the morning opening, and just trying to see where we're most likely going to go here. But some key things is that, like I said, previous day low is the daily objective. There's this larger dealing range, right? This 4 hour dealing range from this 4 hour swing low to this 4 hour swing high. And if you draw up the discount levels, right, you actually get the price level that the discount level is going to be at 21,420. So if we start seeing bearishness, right, if we start to see prices respect these SIBIs here and we start trading lower, and let's just say we get a 6 hour power of 3 that suggests lower prices, that's in confluence with the daily time frame, and the daily time frame should also be continuing lower to trade back into discount. But this is I feel like this is going to be overwhelming because, like I said, I just introduced you. I just told you guys that we're going to go higher to trade into this premium level, but higher time frame wise here, I do want to see us trade back into the discount level of this dealing range and complete the daily objective. But like I said, if we don't take out the daily low, that's reasonable because there's SMT between the markets. If there wasn't SMT, then I would really be, okay, I want to see prices respect these SIBIs to take out previous day low, because there's no, in a case where there's no SMT. But in this case specifically, ES has already taken out previous day low. NQ hasn't, so there's SMT. SMT, like I said before, a swing high or swing low will always be accompanied by SMT. And so we actually just traded back up into the premium level here. So from, like I said before, from this swing high to this swing low, prices traded up into the premium level. And you're probably wondering, like, why didn't you take the trade? Because there's no entry model. I don't take an entry a model here the first 30 minutes, right? There's no reason for me to. That's just one of my rules that I will always follow. So now, after we complete this premium, right, if we want to seek for higher premium, we can go from the very all-time highs to this swing low here, to the lowest low here. From that swing high to that swing low, there's another dealing range. And this one, this one is going to be the 4-hour dealing range. And there's also premium level right there, so right? So, as I said, we create a bullish 4-hour candle and a bullish 8-hour candle. It is fine for us to continue to seek higher prices because we haven't traded back into premium of this 4-hour dealing range. Initially, like this 4-hour dealing range. But initially, I was taking it from this swing high to this swing low for the hourly dealing range. But now that we've completed that hourly dealing range here, so notice how the candle has traded past that blue line. Now we're technically trading in premium of this hourly dealing range here. But this would be considered the 4-hour dealing range. Alright, so that's going to wrap it up for the analysis for the morning. A overview is a short overview. Daily objective, previous day low. Daily bias is bearish, but I have to see confirmation on the 4-hour time frame, 6-hour time frame, 8-hour time frame, 10-hour time frame to confirm that we're going to continue lower on the daily time frame. But as of right now, the 8-hour, 4-hour are suggesting higher prices. For the morning objective, at least, I do want to see higher prices. I do want to see us take out, if we create a bullish 4-hour candle and 8-hour candle, I do want to see us take out the 4-hour high and the 8-hour high. Another reason for higher prices here, on at least for the morning objective here, is to trade back into the premium level of this swing high to this swing low. And that wraps it up. About 15 minutes or so left until we open up at 10, and that's usually when I would start actively looking for models. But one thing I do want to note here is we have been we traded back inside this daily fair value gap, right? Traded back inside this daily fair value gap, and we expanded, took out this swing high. So if we do end up taking out, if we do end up taking December 5th's low, that would be considered a daily market structure shift, because we traded into this daily fair value gap, created this daily swing low. We ended up taking a high, and if we take out the swing low that took out the high, if that makes sense, then that would be considered a daily market structure shift, and we can continue lower there. But it hasn't yet been confirmed that we are going to continue lower yet, because, like I said, the 4-hour time frame is still suggesting higher prices, and it looks like we are relatively close to our premium level. Let's see if we are very close, but we have yet traded past the blue line. So we now we just completed that objective there. So now I'm gonna be even like the button that I pressed to take a trade is even further away from me now, because if I'm going to trade for higher prices, right, why would I take longs whenever we're in premium right now? Technically we are in premium, and I don't want to be trading like that. So I'm just gonna wait for more confirmation on prices. But because right now we're completely disrespecting this 4-hour fair value gap. But an actual complete disrespect is when we completely close above it, but we have yet to close here. We're about to close in 14 minutes, so depending on how we close will tell me a little bit more information, and this 8-hour candle closure too. But yeah, as of right now, I'm going to be even further away from the, at least from the button on the 4-hour and 8-hour time frame. Maybe I'll get like a lower time frame model, but at least on the 4-hour and 8-hour, I'm going to be a little bit further away from the model, from the button, just because we have already completed the 4-hour premium objective. And once we open up, if we complete the 4-hour and 8-hour high, if we take out those highs, then I'll just relax and just kind of be patient with the models. But yeah, I didn't stream yesterday because I was actually in Austin this whole weekend, so I wasn't able to release a weekly market outlook or anything like that. I didn't have time to, nor did I have the equipment to. But at least here on the weekly time frame, it was kind of obvious. Previous week's high was the objective. I wanted to see us take out previous week's high. We ended up taking out previous week's high. After we complete the weekly objective here, I would trade with the intraday models. So like today, I'm basing my daily bias here on how we close on the daily candle, and we had a bearish closure, meaning I do want to see us take out previous day low. But because of how we're trading here on the 4-hour and 8-hour time frame, the 4-hour time frame and the 8-hour time frame are both suggesting higher prices. So this just confirms to me that, hey, we don't have yet alignment between the markets. We might be starting to go from bearish to bullish, but 10 minutes left. That will really confirm everything that I need to know. But yeah, we created this weekly fair value gap. This gap should be treated as a breakaway gap. We did that, complete the weekly objective. And this week I do want to be watching out for if we will end up getting a weekly immediate rebalance or not. And in this case, in this week, it looks like we will probably create a weekly fair value gap, just because we would really need to see boom, we need to see really a lot of downwards pressure here to complete this weekly, or to completely have a weekly immediate rebalance. But I mean, who knows, anything could happen this week. This week is CPI and PPI week, so I mean, those news drivers could end up really bringing us lower. Let's see if there's anybody on chat that has questions. Alright, we had one. The stream's current bitrate. What is, let me, I do want to check out the speed that I have on my internet right now. Oh shit, did I just DDoS myself. I don't know if this. Let's see. A 1000 Mbps. So I don't know. Let's see. A 900 Mbps. Is that good? Okay, so let's see. I'm so confused, right? So shouldn't I? If I have 900, if I have this much download speed, shouldn't I be? All right, let's see. 936. Just make sure this is my Mbps, right? Okay. My kbps. I should have 117,000. Why is my kbps on my streaming platform so low? Huh. That's very interesting. Well, let's just go back to the charts. All right. About 8 minutes left. We still chilling like a villain. Chilling like villain. Chilling like a villain. Sipping on my tea. Sipping on my tea. I gotta get prepared for my for my Zoom call here. Click on the dialogue shown by. If you don't see it, just click. All right. Do I have the app downloaded? All right. So let's see. ES trading lower here. Relatively closer to the daily low here. Right. Well, hourly objective here. About 15 minutes. Let's see what are we doing here on the 15. So I actually do like how that we're creating this this bearishness here. So this 30-minute time frame, so notice how the hourly is starting to, you know, show that we're, you know, going to continue lower, which makes sense, right? We traded into premium, and if we're going to continue lower, this would be the time to do so. And for us to continue lower, this makes sense. It's just, will we maintain that bearishness for the next 5 minutes? Yo, hello. Yo, hello, hello, hello. Yo, hello, hello, hello. Yo, hello. Yo. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Alright, mic's working. Recording video. And I just, why does my Zoom look like that? What the hell? Okay, let's close the meeting for right now. But, oh, there's my webcam. There I am. I'm just gonna turn off the daily, this webcam for right now. Really no need to be recording. But, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Wait, hold on. Did we close below a daily fair value gap here on ES? It looks like we did, but I'm not completely sure. Okay, so we did close below a daily fair value gap. Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right. SMT here. So ES weekly objective was for us to take out previous week's high, but notice that we do have SMT here. NQ took out previous week's high, ES didn't. There's SMT, meaning that it is reasonable for us to be trading lower here. On ES, it is reasonable for us to not take out that high because NQ has taken out the weekly high already. If NQ didn't, then I would have been, like I said, oh, like we should have already taken out previous week's high on ES, but because NQ had taken out its high, it's okay for us to have SMT. So we are creating that, you know, we do, it appears that we do want to be trading lower here. It just depends on if we will be given an entry pattern here to target lower prices, because the 15-minute candle suggests that we are going to continue lower, right? The 30-minute candle, notice how the 30-minute candle's low is different. So the 30-minute candle's low is here, that green line, and the 15-minute low is at this blue line. So 30-minute candle suggests even lower prices, 15-minute candle suggests lower prices, but 30-minute suggests even lower. So let's see. have a feeling that. All right, let's see. So 8-hour candle here. We're about to close in about 1 minute. There's the open. All right, so 15-minute candle. I'm not gonna take this model. 15-minute, not as bearish as I thought it was going to be as when we closed, because we created this, you know, there's that up close candle here, and we really made a rally up in that last like minute. So I do want to take this important price level. So this level here that I denoted, 21,546, is the 10 o'clock opening price. And if, like I said, I do want to, if I want to see higher prices, I want to be buyer. I want to be a buyer below the 4-hour candle open. If I'm going to be a seller, I do want to always be selling above the 4-hour candle's opening price. And here, 8-hour candle. The 8-hour candle is suggesting higher prices just because of how we closed. But we have to find a model that, you know, is in alignment with it. 4-hour candle. So the morning objective here would be for us to take out the 8-hour candle and the 4-hour candle's low. But it all depends on if we are going to be given an opportunity for that, a model. But like I said before, we have already traded back into premium, so it's reasonable for us to continue lower here. If we didn't trade back into premium, then I would really be trying to find an entry pattern, right, to target higher prices. But because we have already completed that dealing range objective here, because we already completed the objective, I don't really see it necessary for me at least to really be pushing it for lower prices at least, or higher prices. I will just wait. But as of right now, I'm chilling. Nothing to really worry about. One thing that I do want to note is that we did create this 4-hour fair value gap here. In this 4-hour fair value gap, the way that we created it, we should treat it as a breakaway gap because we closed above the second fair value gap candle's high. So the third candle, notice we closed all the way up here. We closed above this black line, meaning that this fair value gap should be treated as a breakaway gap. But I do have to get off of streaming here in about like 10 minutes or so because I do have a meeting in about like 20 minutes, so I do want to prep for that. So don't expect me to stay on the thing for too long. But as we wait for prices, I do want to go over some of the, well, I didn't really do a analysis, a weekly analysis last week. So I'll just go over some of the previous weeks pros and cons. Oh, whoops. I just messed up. Here we are. So some of the positives and negatives here. I was able to maintain composure and discipline when it came to following my rules. So like I said, understanding that every single trade that I do take, I'm going to have to require a higher time frame objective, and I always require on the lower time frames to have a displacement, right? On the lower time frames, there must always be displacement for me to even enter anything, because displacement equals fair value gaps, and the entry pattern for me at least is always going to be a fair value gap. I don't enter off of order blocks, I don't enter off of breaker blocks, I don't enter off of mitigation blocks, anything like that. I enter off of fair value gaps. And if there's no fair value gap present, that just means, hey, you're just gonna have to sit out in this trade, on this model, and just just watch. But yeah, so maintaining composure and discipline, requiring a higher time frame objective for everything, being able to understand the fractalities of the markets, right? So like I went over with you guys, there's hourly dealing ranges, 4-hour dealing ranges, there's 4-hour objectives, there's daily objectives, there's weekly objective, which we completed already. The daily objective is for us to take out previous day low, but on the 4-hour and 8-hour objective, I want to see higher prices. So there's a lot of, mumbo jumbo going on here. There's a lot of stuff, but as you go through this and have more time, gain some more experience, then it kind of becomes like, it looks kind of like something like this. Like this. Every single gear should be in alignment with each other for the entire model to start, moving. That's basically what's going on in my head. A lot of gears shifting, right? This could be the 1-hour time frame. The smaller candles could be, the smaller gears could represent the lower time frame models, as the higher time frames are represented by the larger gears. But just imagine time is like this. Just think time like this right here, and the whole concept of time being fractal, prices being fractal, is a lot easier if you start thinking of it like this. But yeah, being able to understand that every single time frame, 30-minute for example, hourly time frame, 4-hour time frame, weekly time frame, they will always have an objective. And you just have to ask yourself, what is that hourly time frame doing right now? What is the weekly time frame doing right now? What is the daily time frame doing right now? Third thing, accepting the fact that the markets will always come to me when it decides to do so. So I'm not going to force my ideas. I'm not going to force anything onto the markets. I'm going to allow it to come to me. And having a time stop, not just a price stop. So this, I have to kind of show you guys with an actual trade, but I'm just going to introduce this to you guys first here. It's just, there's a time stop and there's a price stop. Because every single entry I'm taking, right, prices should take out that 15-minute high or whatever high in that specific time interval. So if I'm taking a 15-minute model, prices should complete that 15-minute objective within 15 minutes. If we don't do so, then I was wrong. And it's okay to be wrong. That just means that I was in alignment. And if I'm not in alignment, I should just get out of the trade, or just moving my stops to break even. Some of the negatives here from last week is being able to properly manage the risk of every single trade I do take. So 894 should be the risk for every single trade. And yeah, second being to focus on everything, focus on everything that I'm doing at hand, right? If I'm trading right now, I should be fully focused on trading. And it's like a life thing. It's not just a trading thing. Improvements to continue to practice patience and discipline, allow the markets to come to me. Like I said, I don't dictate if the markets are going to continue higher or lower. I don't care who dictates. All I have to do is that I have to understand and accept that there are things that I can't control and there are things that I can control. Things that I can control are things such as, developing a risk management plan, right? Even the whole concept of entering a trade, that's up to me to decide if I'm going to take the trade or not. That's something that I can control. Something that I can't control, or like if prices wants to go up higher or lower, I don't decide that. If I can't control, the weather, I can't control if tomorrow's going to be cold or not. What I can't control is how am I going to react, or how am I going to behave after, it tells me that it's going to be cold or something like that, Every single model, every single trade must have a higher time frame objective. Are we rebalancing a inefficiency? Are we retracing back into discount or premium? Are we generating or taking out liquidity? Ask yourself that. Displacement. always requiring displacement on the lower time frames, because displacement means that there will be fair value gaps that creates. But yeah, third thing here, pay really close attention to SMT. Like I said, there's always going to be SMT at swing highs and swing lows. That will show me, you know, if price wants to complete a objective or not. And risk manage properly. There's this thing that I'm still trying to, you know, hurdle here through, but every single trade I should be having the same, every single model I should be risking the same risk. It doesn't matter if this model looks, there's no model that's better than the other. It's, you know, but risk manage properly. And that basically covers it for my pros and cons. Alright, my checklist here. Let me see if I have if I missed anything. Okay, so I do want to go over. I'll go over the daily motivational quote here, but I do want to go over that we just completed the 4-hour and 8-hour objective here. So notice how the 4-hour objective, right, was for us to take out this black line. Here, let me make it a little bit darker. This dotted black line. This dotted black line was the 4-hour and the 8-hour objective. We completed that objective now, right? After we complete an objective, what does ICT suggest you to do? Sit on the sidelines, wait for more structure. Then that's exactly what I'm going to do here. Because we have already completed the morning objective, for me at least, my morning objective was for us to take out the 4-hour and the 8-hour high. After we do so, I'm going to sit on the sidelines and wait for more time to pass by, and price will create more, we'll start to create a new story. But as of right now, I'm going to wait for more structure. And yeah, I'm going to go choose a daily motivational quote here with you guys here. And then I'll end the stream. So my quote for today is, I really should clean my desk of all this dust. If you guys are able to see the amount of dust I have in front of me, it's, man, terrible. I'm getting all of these people that were joining, but like, why did they not just freaking apply a something at least, like what is this guy gonna, I don't know. I mean, like that guy's thing. Daily quotes here. So 12, 10, 20, 24. So I didn't get to do any quotes here during that trip, and I didn't do one yesterday because I was driving home. Daily quote for today is, you can't hit a target you can't see. You can't accomplish wonderful things in life if you have no idea what they are. Decide what Alright, so if you guys do want to join the Discord, you guys can do so. I post daily quotes here. I post weekly market outlooks, and I am offering a you know help with analyzing markets like I do. If you guys do feel like I offer assistance, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys later.